Hey guys, so in this video we are going to see the electric vehicle data analysis in Tableau software. So in front of your screen you can see this is a complete interactive dashboard and we have used multiple filters, multiple action filters, quick filters in this particular dashboard by which this particular dashboard will be interactive and we can see the insights in different angles as well. Alright. So this dashboard is created in Tableau software. Whatever data which we are using behind this particular dashboard I will add the link in the description box from where you can download the data, and I will send it over the Google Drive as well. All right, guys. So you can see there are different elements which are used in this particular dashboard. I will explain those one by one, and I will show you how this particular dashboard is interactive. So at the top, you can see we have used the summary. So these are KPIs. So first we have used total vehicles, then we have used electric range, then total BEV vehicles, total PHEV vehicles. So whatever abbreviations which we are using here, I will explain you later whenever we are creating those charts over here, and I will explain you the meaning of those as well. Then we have used different charts over here. So charts gives us the more granularity insights of that particular business from where we can take different decisions. So first we have shown the number of electric vehicles by or the registration of electric vehicles by different model years, then total number of vehicles which are available by different location, that is nothing but different states, then top 10 vehicles. Okay, the top 10 vehicles by make, or we can say their manufacturing companies, then the total what we can say eligibility by CAFE. So I will explain you what do you mean by CAFE as well. Then the total number of vehicles by model. Okay, so each company makes different model. So which is the highest selling models? What was it make? What is the EV type? And what are the total number of vehicles? And its a share between all the particular vehicles. We will see all of those. All right. And at the left hand side, we can see you have we have applied here different filter panels. So here we can see if we see by CAFE will eligibility. If you click over here, the dashboard values will be changing with respect to that, and we can analyze the data with different angles here. Getting or not? Similarly, if you want to see by different electric vehicles here also you can see, and we can see the data with respect to that. All right. Similarly, by model also you can search. You can if you want to see for a specific model. Let's say you want to see for Ford. Okay, so you can see the complete data for Ford. If you want to see, let's say for Mercedes Benz. Okay, so you can see that particular data for Mercedes Benz, how the entire we can say dashboard or entire we can say electric vehicles journey of that particular company, or that company or we can say that make is been done from last 10 years or last 4 years, right? So in this way you can analyze the different things over here. Similarly, here you can see with respect to different states as well, the abbreviations of states are provided over here, and with respect to that also you can visualize this particular dashboard by different angles and generate the insights from that. All right, guys. So we have used some quick filters also, right? So if you don't want to go from here and select the filters, or we can say from here it is giving us the ability to select multiple filters, but let's say you want to see for one of the states. So let's say you want to see for Washington. So I will just click over here. Once I click over here, you can see all the dashboard values are filtered with respect to Washington itself. So the data in all this particular dashboard is visible for Washington itself, right? So let's say you want to see for California. So when I click on California, the data will be seen for California. Getting or not? So let's say you want to see for Tesla. Okay, so with respect to Tesla make, how the figures are there. So when I click on Tesla, you can see all the data is been shown for Tesla. You can see the total number of models which we have here are, we can see 5 models are available for Tesla. You can see CF eligibility. What is the total number of vehicles that Tesla has sold? Then what is its electric range? That, and then total number of BEV vehicles. You can see PHEV vehicles for Tesla are zero. Getting not? So in this way, different we can see insights can be generated from here. If you want to see for Nissan also, you can see for Nissan as well, right? So in this way, different insights can be generated from this particular dashboard, right? Similarly, from here also, we can say by CFE eligibility, what are the different dashboards available, or what are the different insights that can be taken. So it is filtering. These are called as action filters. I will explain you how to provide the action filters as well. And then with respect to that, we can see this complete entire dashboard. All right. So in this, I will guide you from start to end, step by step, all the procedure, whatever we are going to use, and whatever calculations design aspects, how we are going to design this dashboard, layouting, everything I will be explaining you in this particular dashboard. You just have to follow, and the same you can repeat in your system. And if you want, you can generate some more insights from this data. You can think differently. Whatever I have built, from that you can build something different as well, because everyone have their own way of thinking, and with respect to that they can create different dashboards, different designs, different layouts, different color palettes also they can use in their dashboards, right? So I have kept it more towards the green, okay, because we know electric energy, we call it as it is a green energy. And with respect to that only, I have kept most of the colors which I will be using here will be in green color. All right, guys. So now next what we will see, let's see what are the problem statement. So we will discuss the entire problem statement, and with respect to that problem statement we are going to design this complete dashboard. So always remember, client's problem statement will be provided to us from our client or from our, we can say, customer. All right. Sometimes problem statement would not be provided. They will just tell you orally what they want to do, and with respect to that you are given a full liberty to work on that, and then you will be designing those particular dashboards. All right, guys. So before moving ahead into our project, I would like to introduce you to my website, and this is available on TopMate, where I give different offerings. So in that one is, you can reach out to me personally for one-to-one call for, career guidance in data analyst, or you can reach out to me for interview preparation tips in both Power BI and Tableau. And also you can reach out to me for one-on-one mentorship or mock interview as well. And mock interview both in Power BI and Tableau, I will be able to help you in all of this. And in this particular mock interview I will take your interview as well, and I will give you the feedback also, what you should improve and how was your interview with me, getting or not. And there is available options for recording as well. If you want to record, you can select the options, and you can just have an option where you will get the recording of this particular video as well. All right. And also I will provide some digital material as well. Here you can see the Power BI material is also available, which includes all these topics which you can see in front of your screen. And all these particular topics, those are already created by me and designed by myself, okay. And all these notes are very much helpful. Let's say you have a Power BI interview 2 or 3 days later, and you want to do a revision of all whatever you have learned. So these are the go-to notes, and PPTs are available, where you can just go through all of them. Interview questions are available of all rounds, like technical, non-technical, any non-technical, managerial rounds, client rounds, right? And also in technical, level 1, level 2, scenario based questions are also available. And I will also provide you the Power BI 2 to 3 projects also, right? With all the dashboard files I will provide, which you can add in your resume, right? The raw material, I will share with you the problem statement of that particular project as well, right? Similarly, you can find the same for Tableau, for SQL as well. And all this consolidated is also available in Data Analyst Complete material, where you will get to see all the data analyst tools which are available. And in this also, I will be providing you with all the handwritten notes, printed uh, PDF notes will be also available, with all the important topics. And in this, the main important thing is I will provide you the roadmap, okay. And the roadmap is designed with respect to current 2024 year, with the latest technical, we can say, techniques are added in that. And the, we can say what topics you should learn, that has been added. And for all those topics I have mentioned the links of different courses, of YouTube videos, of Udemy, which are best for that particular topic. So you don't have to search and go around and look for those particular videos and which one to see, what to see. So these are handpicked by myself. So it will not, we can say, it will not waste your time in searching those. You can just have to click and you can just start learning those particular topics. And with this also, projects are also included in each tool. So you can just click, you can see, you can read everything whatever you need over here. And then if you find it helpful, you can go ahead and purchase it. And you can see, so last 3 months only I've started, and you can see more bookings I have got. And so I was the top rated in data for we can say 2023 year. All right. So similarly, right now 30% offer is going on only on data analyst material, and it is only valid up to 15th March 2024. Okay, and you can also read my different feedbacks also. You can read about me as well over here, getting not. So at the end I will add the link in the description box of this particular video. You can go ahead and visit. If you find it helpful, you can just go ahead and buy it. And also you can just click here and all the description is mentioned, whatever is available in this material it is mentioned. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me at this particular WhatsApp number. All right, so let's move ahead with our video. So let us discuss the problem statement which we have received from our customer. So first, we are going to discuss about our KPIs requirement. So guys, KPI is nothing but key performance indicator. So this is nothing but the in the summary of the, or we can say overview of the dashboard, I have told you at the top we see some numbers. So those numbers are nothing but the summary of the business at overall, or we can say at higher level, how the business is performing. So those are the numbers which tells her, or we can say which give, or which provides us that whether our business is going in correct direction or not, whether we are profitable, whether we are facing any problem or not. So it is a higher level number, so it gives us an idea of overall business how it is performing, getting or not. So that's the reason it is called as key performance indicator. So it is a key indicator by which the business is defined. All right, so the first KPI which we are going to design over here is called as total vehicles. Okay. So first, the customer is asking us to find out the what are the total number of electric vehicles till date, and why they want to access is because they want to separate it with respect to BE and PHV in further, and they also want to see what is the market size right now and how they are going, or we can say how they are growing year on year, right? Or we can say year on year, or we can say model by model how they are growing each year, getting. Then second is average electric range. Okay, so we know that there is so many of technologies have come in these electric vehicles nowadays, and many people, many or many companies are claiming that we are providing this particular amount of electric range for this many hours of charging. So with respect to that, what our client is wanting to understand is at the higher level, if we consider all the cars, okay, then what will be the average electric range? Okay, so they just want to see that how, with respect to one complete charge, how far a people or how far a car can go. Okay, so now this can be calculated as we are studying for US data. Okay, so I'm not sure if this particular we can say unit is in miles or in kilometer, but you can work on that. You can either provide it in miles. I'm sure it will be in miles, but I'm not sure. We will discuss that later. Then third, we will be finding out total BEV vehicles and percentage of BEV vehicles. Okay, so BEV is nothing but battery electric vehicle. Okay, so BEV is nothing but it is completely operated on battery. Okay, so we know that there are some hybrid vehicles which are operated on CI engine, or we can say combustion engine also, whether it is a petrol engine or a gasoline engine. And with respect to that, they provide some batteries as well. Okay, so that is called as a hybrid engine. But BEV is nothing but a complete electric vehicle, or we can say electric battery will be by with respect to that, we can say that car will be operated based only on one resource, that will be a battery. Okay, so that is complete clean energy vehicle, that is BE vehicle. So we want to find out what are BEV vehicles. Okay, pure electric vehicles we want to find it out, that is battery electric vehicles. And we want to find out the total number of percentage. The next we want to find out is PHEV. PHEV is nothing but plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. So what does PHEV means here is those are hybrid. Okay, the that particular vehicle will be working either on battery or on gasoline engine. Yeah, I mean to say there will be a CI engine or a combustion engine as well, and there will be a battery operated vehicle as well. In that particular car only, there will be a battery also on which the car will be working. So this is called as a hybrid engine. It is not a complete electrical, but it is called as a hybrid engine. So I hope you have understanding. So based on this two, we have to divide and find out the percentage of total vehicles of that particular electric cars, right? So this will give us an idea about how many total vehicles are there which are pure electric, and how many total number of vehicles are there which are hybrid, okay, working on electric as well and working on the CR combustion engine also, right? So I hope we have understanding this. So this is what the KPIs requirement we have from our business. Then there is charts requirement. Okay, so charts, why we analyze charts? So as we discussed, KPI give us the overall idea of the business, or at higher level how the business is performing. But what this chart provides us, it gives us, or it, when we deep dive in our data at particular data level, when we go and we increase our level of detail of seeing that particular data, then we want to find out the patterns in the data. Okay, and that those particular patterns will be decided or can be visualized by charts itself. Okay, and then there will be different charts based on the different requirements on which we will be using. Getting or not? So the first charts which we want to design is total vehicles by model year. All right. So the total number of vehicles we are going to find out is with respect to model year, and there is one condition that we want to go, or we want to find it from 2010 onwards itself, right? So we don't want to see the data which is or which is less than 2010, or we I mean to say which is less than 2011. Okay, so everything should be seen from 2011 and forward. Okay, we don't want data from 2010 and backward. Okay, so we are going to see this in the form of line chart or area chart. Okay, and the reason behind the visualization of this is it will provide us the insights on how the electric vehicle consumption or acceptance of electric vehicle is seen as from 2011 to current 2024 year. Getting it? Then we will see the total vehicles by state. Okay, by geographical map, how is the distribution of electric vehicles, that will be seen with respect to map chart. Then we want to find top 10 vehicles by make. Okay, by make is nothing but by that particular electric company or that vehicle company who is the leading, we can say, vehicle manufacturer in those electric vehicles. All right. Then we want to find out total vehicles by CAFV eligibility. CAFV is nothing but clean alternative fuel vehicle. Okay. So a clean alternative is nothing but today we know that many vehicles works on gasoline, diesel, and some of them works on pure electric, which we just saw, and some of them work on hybrid. So CAF eligibility is nothing but it is provided by government of that particular country. So whether that particular vehicle is eligible for CAFE or whether it is not eligible, or whether that particular eligibility is still under test. Okay, so that also we want to discuss. Then total vehicles by model. Okay, so each particular company or make have different models which they launch for that particular car. So with respect to that also, which is the best model of that particular make, that also we are going to see. All right. The software which we are going to use in this particular project, the first one is MS Office or Excel version, which we are using here is the version 2021. So you can use any version which is greater than 2021, but I would recommend you to use the latest version, as we are not going to spend much time on Excel, so not to worry on that. So Excel version we can use anyone. Then second one, the Tableau, the main software in which we are going to visualize all this particular dashboard, that will be Tableau, and in that the version which we are using is 2022.3.0. So I would recommend you to download the latest version. Okay, so always use the latest version. So I am using right now the 2022 version, but you can use any version which is greater than 2021. All the functionalities which we are using in this particular dashboard, those will be available in those versions. So you will not face any problem. Secondly, many people do not have the Tableau desktop version or student version or a teacher's version. So you can go ahead and download Tableau Public. Okay, so Tableau Public is a free platform from where you can download it. So download the Tableau Public version. From there also it will be, I can say free for you, and all the functionalities are available in Tableau Public, whichever we are going to use right now in Tableau Desktop. All right. So you will be able to visualize in Tableau Public as well. All right, guys. So now next what we will see our, let me show you our data. Okay, so this is the data which we have in our or we are going to use in this particular project. So this will be the raw data. This is in the form of CSV file. It is a .csv file. I have downloaded this data from Kaggle website. If you just type electric vehicle population data, you will get a number of data sets. From that only I have picked one. And so whatever data we have here, let's see what is the size of the data. So when I click here, you can see at the bottom right corner the number of rows, you will see it is almost 150,000 data is there, nothing but 1.5, I can say, million rows are there over here. Not 1.5 million, zero point 0.1 million, that is nothing but 150K data is there. Then here we can see the total number of fields or columns which we have here is, here are 17 fields are there, right? So by using this particular data, we are going to build our the interactive dashboard. So the first which we have is win. So it is not important. So we will ignore it. Then the next one is country. Okay. So from which country we have that particular data. Then the city. Okay. So we are not going to use this two. Okay. Country. The information which we see here in this country is wrong, I guess, on the that particular whatever we have got the data from. Then we have a city is required. If you want, you can make use of that. Then we have state, postal code is also available for us. Then you can see a model year over here, so from which particular model year the data, or we are seeing that particular car. Then the make is nothing but the manufacturer of that particular electric vehicle, whether it is Jeep, Tesla, Hyundai, BMW, Chevrolet, all the cars are mentioned over here. Then from that particular model, or from that make, what is the name of that model? Okay, model is nothing but, let's say, Hyundai have i10, i20, Mercedes have E-Class, C-Class. Likewise, those are nothing but model of that particular make. Then electric vehicle type, this is nothing but, as I have already told you, battery electric vehicle, or PHEV is nothing but plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. This is BEV is nothing but those will be working and run completely on battery power, and here they will be hybrid. Okay, either they will work on electric battery, and sometimes they will be working on gasoline engines, getting, or petrol engines. Then this is the CAFE eligibility. We have three population in this that clear under, if these it is eligible, then it is not eligible, and it is still eligibility is unknown because it has been not researched yet. These are the three categories which we have. Then we have the electric range over here. We don't have the we can say what we can say the unit of this. I'm sure it will be miles. We are going to describe it in miles itself, or if you find it, if it is in kilometer, you can change the unit with respect to that. Then what is the price, MSRP? So this is not been correctly populated for all the data, or we can say all the data, we can say vehicles over here, so we are not going to make use of this. Then the discrete, then this is the DOL, that is nothing but we can say license of that particular ID, right? So, or we can say vehicle ID. So this is important for us because this is the field which is I can say unique for each and every row. Okay, or we can say this is a primary key of this particular table. We know primary and foreign key. So this is important for us. So we are going to make use of this key. This will be used to find out the number of vehicles, which how to calculate the number of vehicles. So make sure you can check also this particular vehicle or this particular field is unique and have an unique value on each and every row for all the rows. All right. Then the vehicle location we have. Then we have the electric utility, right? So what is the utility of that particular electric vehicle? And then we have this particular 2020 census tract, which is not required for us, right? So this is the entire data which we have. So always remember, guys, 70 to 80% of work is done on data itself, right? Because as a data analyst, you are supposed to build different reports and dashboards, which by which the different business insights and business decisions will be taken. But for preparation of those dashboards, it is always recommended to go through data first. Okay. So 70% of time is always spent on data. How the data is there, how is the data flowing from higher granularity to lower granularity? What are the different steps in the data, right? At higher level, how it is seen, at lower level, what it is seen. Then, after looking at the data and with respect to our problem statement, we figure out what can be shown, what cannot be shown. We see if the data is cleaned or not cleaned. And if we are working with multiple files, we have to deal with finding how to what are the different primary keys, what are the different foreign keys available in this particular data, so that it will be able to or they will be used in future to join to each other. Getting or not? So that is nothing but data modeling. Okay, we should know how to build data modeling. Once everything this is done, or 70 to 80% of what time is spent in this itself, and once it is done correctly, visualization part is very easy. Getting or not? We just have to drag and drop different fields, create different calculation based on the requirements, and just to show in the form of visualization. So that is the end part, but behind that, at backend, you have to work at higher level. Getting not? So I would recommend you to spend as much as time with respect to data, whichever, not only this project, whichever project you will be working, spend as much as time with the data, and you will be good to go. Getting or not? So this is all about our, we can say, data, right? Okay, so now we will start building our dashboard in our Tableau desktop software. So I have opened my Tableau desktop. So whenever you open, you will see this particular interface in front of you. So what we have to do first is we have to go ahead and connect to data. So sometimes you will see this kind of interface, but when you click here, you will be seeing this kind of interface. So not to worry. So you have different options available here. Either you can click here to connect to data. Okay, so you'll be opened with respect to this particular dialog box. And if you are here, here you have different particular connectors available by which we are going to available, or we are going to make use of, and by with respect to that we are going to connect to our data. And if you click on more, here you have different 74 connectors apart from this by which you can connect to this particular, we can connect Tableau to different data sources which are hosted on different servers, different databases, different cloud servers, and all others. Getting not? So the data which we have right now in our system, it is a .csv file. So .csv file is nothing but it is called as a text file. So here we have an option here called as a text file. So I will just click on this text file. So the data which is available in the description, first you have to download that data, save in your system, and wherever it is located, you have to browse it, and then you have to click on that data. This is the data which I have. So I will just click on this data and I will just click on open. So as soon as I do that, this particular data, or we can say data source page, will be opened in front of you, and automatically what we have, that single file only. Okay, so I have, in this particular sheet, you can see there is only a single sheet available in this particular entire worksheet of Excel. So automatically that a single file will be taken here. Okay, if you don't see here, so if you want to remove, you can remove likewise. And you can see this is the particular file name which we have, and this is the particular text file which we have connected to our Tableau with. So just you can just take this and you can drag it and you can leave it over here, right? So automatically you can see this particular data will be available over here, right? And here you can take move up and down. This particular layer here, you can see where we can click, or we can say we can connect this particular table with help of this line here. You can see this line is available. This is nothing but it is called as noodles. Okay, and this particular window here, it is called as a logical layer. Okay, this particular layer is called as logical layer, in which we connect multiple tables with help of noodles, which is called as relationship noodles. All right, so if you want to work on joins, okay, joins are nothing but inner join, outer join, which are called as physical joins. So what happens really in physical join is nothing but by using the inner join, left join, outer join, the data is increased in physical tables, right? One single table is created where the number of rows and columns are increased. Whereas in this particular layer, that is logical layer, they are connected logically, and at visualization level, they are connected to each other and brought in the form of charts and different visualization. So not to worry on that, I'm just giving you some information on that. So what we can do here is, this is a logical layer where when how to go in the physical layer. So you have to just double click on this table. So once you double click, you can see this is a physical layer, right? Where you can add different tables to form different joins. All right. So I will close for now. And now let's see what are the different options right now available here. So here you can see at the left hand side, where whatever you see here, you can see type. This type is nothing but the data type. Field name is nothing but the different name of the fields which are available, which we already saw in the data walkthrough, right? Then we have this particular called as physical table. Physical table is nothing but the table or the name of the file from which it is coming, and this is called as a remote field name. Okay, so this actually remote field name is important, right? So let's say if you are trying to change any name of this particular field, so let's say I will change the name of this. So I will just right click here and I will create on rename. Okay. And I will just give it as ID. Okay. And I just click on enter. So as soon as I do, you can see field name is ID. That is nothing but the Tableau field name, which is seen over here is ID. But the remote field name is nothing but the field name which is coming from the data source. That information is also stored, and that is nothing but win 1 to 10. Getting or not? So this is the difference. So this is important when you are working at higher level for number of reports, complex reports, and you want to know that what was the remote field name. And it is necessary when you are fetching the data from SQL servers, or you are fetching the data from different databases, cloud servers likewise. Getting it? So it is required to know what is the remote field name. Then this whatever this particular table you see here, it is called as metadata. Okay, that is nothing but the information of entire table and its field. Okay, and here you have an arrow button, so you can just hide it as well. Getting not this is nothing but table details. Next, here you can see we are getting a sample of our data, so you just have to click on update now. As soon as you do, you can see you are getting first 100 rows. Okay, so first 100 rows are visible over here, and you can check if all the data is being brought correctly or not. Getting or not? So this particular data whichever we see here, this is the data which has been taken from our Excel file, and we have to check if everything is brought or not. And here you can see 17 fields and 150,000 data is there. So this is an information which we get and which we saw in Excel as well, the same amount of rows we had and same amount of fields we had. So here we get an information of the data over here. If you want to see more rows over here, you can just type one more zero over here and just click on enter. As soon as you do, you can see you will see 1000 rows. So when you scroll down, these are 1000 rows whichever we are seeing over here. Getting or not? So this is all about the data source page. So now let's move ahead. Now we will start building our visual. So for that, we will just click on sheet over here. So I will just click on sheet, and when you click over here, so let's see whatever we have to create in problem statement. So first we will be determining our KPIs requirement, and in that first we will find out total vehicles. Okay, so I will rename this sheet. So to rename the sheet, I will just double click over here and I will name it as total vehicles. One second. Okay, so this is where we will be finding out the total vehicles of our this particular entire data set. So I've already told you, when I told you in our data set during our walkthrough, this is the field. Okay, so this is the field which is a primary key, and each and every row have unique values. Okay, so this is the field which we are going to make use of to find out the number of rows. So we have to take count of this, and if you take count, it will be taking count of each and every row. See, always remember how count works. If there is a repetitive row, let's say you are having the same value here as well, both these, so this will be counted as one time only, right? So this is what in count distinct it will be counted one time. But if you take count, everything will be counted, each and every row one time it will be counted. But when you take count distinct, it will see as a duplicate value at once only. Getting or not? So this is the difference. So I will just write the calculation field to find out our total vehicles. So just click over here, and here you can see a new calculated field I will write, and I will name it as total vehicles. Okay, and I will be using a count distinct function. So count distinct. So what count distinct will do, it will remove all the duplicate values, or we will say it, the number of duplicate values will be counted at once only, right? And the name suggested distinct values, right? And it is nothing but DOL. Okay, so we have to find out count distinct of DOL. Just click on OK. Now we have to bring this in visualization. So I will just take this and I will add it into text. Okay, as soon as you can see the value over here, that is 150482, the same number of field we have here, 150482. When we click on data source, the same number of rows we are having, right? So now what I will do, we will just do quick formatting of this, right? So I will just go in text, and I will just click on these three dots, and here we have this value over here, right? So this is the value. So what we will do, I will just increase its font 22, and I will click it as W put. Then I will just click enter over here, and I will type here as, we will give the name as total vehicles. Okay, and I will just double click over here, and we'll change the color of this. Okay, and we'll check it as hashtag 004 times A. Okay, or I think so, A and 4 times 0, right? 4 times 0, and I'll just click on OK, right? And select this again, and we will take the font size as 12. Okay, all right, just click on apply and OK, and now you can see the value has been created. That is nothing but this is the total vehicles. All right, so first what we will do, we will design all our sheets. Okay, and at the end we will design our dashboard. Okay, all our KPIs and all our sheet we will design first. We will find everything, and then we will at the last we will design and build our dashboard. All right, good. Right, now next what we have to do is, as per our requirement, we have to find out our average electric range. Okay, so for that I will take a new sheet. I will just click here, I will take a new sheet, and I will name it as average electric range. Okay, this is average electric range. And for that, uh, what we have to take here is we have, if you see in the data, we have an electric range field over here, so we just have to take average of all of this. Okay, so I will just select here, and I will create a new calculation field, and I will name it as average electric range. Okay, and for this we will take aggregation as average, and we have to take it off electric range. Okay, simple. Average of electric range we will take, and I will just click on OK, and I will just bring it into text. All right, so now instead of doing this again and again, what we will do, I will just copy this, and I will just delete it. Okay, this sheet I will delete. So we want the same things repetitively again and again, and instead of doing font, I mean to say, uh, giving formattings to sheet again and again, what I will do, I will just right click and I will duplicate this sheet. Okay, so once I duplicate, you can see the same thing is appeared over here, and now I will just select this, and I will paste the name of our, what we can say, the sheet name. Okay, and now here we have to change all of the things. So we have to take average electric range. So I will just take this, and you can place it on this. Okay, so as soon as you do, you can see a black border has been formed, and a plus button is there in below our cursor. So as soon as you see that, just release it, and you can see it has been replaced by that value, and the font and formatting is as it is. Getting not? And I will just go in text, and now we will change this. So instead of this total vehicles, we will name it as average electric range. Getting or not? And this should be in miles. Okay, so because it is calculated, its unit will be in miles, we will add it as miles, and you just click on apply. So as soon as you do, you can see 67.88 is a average electric range. Getting or not? So I will explain you how we are going to do this. And before that, guys, okay, so what we have to do here is, you can see whatever the data which we are going to visualize, we have to do it of for 2010 onwards. Okay, so all the data which we are going to visualize, we want to visualize it about 2020, or we can say 2010. So we want to see everything from 2011 to forward 2024, right? We are in, right? So for that, what we will do, we have a model here over that. We will add a filter for this. Okay, so directly add a data source filter, right? Because we want it to be entire data source and an entire data sheet. So at data source level itself, we will add this filter. So for that, right click over here, and here you have an option called edit data source filter. I'll just click on that, and you can just add over here, right? And we have to find it for model year. Okay, so by using this, we are going to apply. I will just click on OK. So everything more than 2020 we want. Okay, so at the most we will take, okay, so or at least we want, or we can take range of values, just take range of values from 2000. One second, just select this, and we want everything from 2011. Okay, so we will just select everything from 2011 to 2024. But if you want to make that 2024 should be coming always again and again, I mean to say, you don't have to manually change this filter. So for that, what I will do, I'll just take it back to our original position, and you can say it should be at least, okay, it should be starting from 2011. Okay, so you can say, what does this mean, that it will always start from 2011, and end value will be automatically updated when we go in next year. So if you go in 2025, this value will be automatically populated. The least value should be 2020, or we can say 2011. Getting or not? And I will just click on OK, and this filter is an added. You, as soon as I hit OK, you can see the data source filter will be applied on all of these numbers, and this number will get changed. So when I just click on OK, you can see the number is slightly changed. And if you want to see here, so let's see, I will just add this into filter. Okay, and you can see the right now values are starting from 2011 and 2024, because this is a quick filter over here, and we have already added our data source filter. So when I click here, you can see this is the data source filter which we have already added. When you double click, you can see this is the filter which we have added, that is at least 2011 and everything above that. Getting or not? Just click on. Similarly, the average electric range also has been changed somewhat, right? So this is the fun thing which we have to do. Next, as per our problem statement, we have to find out total BEV vehicles and its percentage, right? So for that, what I will do, I will just right click and I will duplicate the same sheet, and I will name it as, let's name it as total. Just double click here, total BEV vehicles, right? Now we will take a calculation, right? So now we have to find out only those vehicles which are BEV. BEV is nothing but battery electric vehicle, those vehicles which are only operated on battery, and there is no other petrol engine or gasoline engine as an hybrid for it. It is purely operated on electric battery. Getting or not? So I'll just click here, create a calculated field, and I will name it as total BEV vehicles. All right. So now we have to find out, so we have to apply here if condition, right? So if electric vehicle type, okay, so if the electric vehicle type, when you see in the Excel sheet over here, so let me show you. So you can see if electric vehicle type is equal to this, then we have to find the count. Okay. So what I will do, I'll just copy this. Okay. So always remember, instead of typing, just copy it from data source itself, so that you will not have any spelling mistake, because the field calculations which we'll be writing here are case sensitive. So if it is equal to, in double inverted comma, I'll add this. Okay. So if it is equal to this, then what we want is DOL. Okay. So then we want DOL, I will just enter over here, then DOL, and we will end this. Okay. And what we want, this is valid, but what we want, count distinct of this. So what we will do, I will add a count distinct before this. So I will add a count distinct. Okay. I have opened the bracket over here, right? So bracket has been opened, and inside this I have wrote this function, and at the end I will close this bracket, right? So you can see it is valid. So for this condition we are taking count distinct. So count distinct of total, or we can say DOL vehicle ID, for what condition? If this is equal to this. So I hope you are understanding what condition. So if this is equal to BEV, then we want to find out the total DOL and its count distinct, that is nothing but count, and I will just click on apply and OK, and I will just take this and I will place it on this. Okay, you can see these are the number of total BEV vehicles. So we will change this as well. So just go here and we will name it as total BEV vehicles. Getting? You can see it has been applied. But what we have to do is we also have to find out the percentage of total for that. So for that, what we will do, I will just go over here and I will write one more calculation field for that, and I will name it as percentage of BEV vehicles. Okay, so percentage is nothing but what, we have to take ratio of BEV vehicles divided by the total number of vehicles we have. So very simple. So total BEV vehicles, okay, divided it by total number of vehicles. That is nothing but total vehicles, right? Total BEV vehicles for BEV divided by the total vehicles we have in our data set, which we have already calculated. Just click on OK. And now what we will do, we will just take this and I will add it into text, and you can see it is 77%. But we have to convert this into percentage. To do that, what we will do, I will just right click here. So this is the field, right click here, click on format. Okay, and here you have a numbers. Click on numbers. I will click on percentage. Okay, and I will just click on one decimal. So as soon as you do, you can see it has been converted into percentage format. So now we will do some formattings again over here. So what I will do is, in front of this I have to add some text, that is nothing but percentage of total. So I will add it as percentage of total. Okay, double inward, we can say colon, and select this entire thing. We'll take the font as 14 and we will change the color to this and just click on apply. Okay, blue color and okay. And now you can see it has been perfectly created. The number of BEV vehicles and percentage of total. Getting? Right, so this was for total BEV vehicles. Now next we will find out for total EHV vehicles. Okay. So now let's find out, as per our problem statement, we have to find out for total PHEV vehicles and same the percentage of total, right? So what we will do, I'll just right click on this sheet and I will duplicate it. Okay, the same sheet we'll be using, and instead of PHEV, we want BEV, we want PHEV, and I will remove this 2 as well. Okay, hit enter. All right. So now we will make changes over here itself. So what I will do, I will just write a calculation field and I will name it as total PHEV vehicles. Okay. And same formula we have to use, that is count. Okay, count distinct. And in that we have to write down if statement. If, okay, electric vehicle type. Okay, if electric vehicle type, we will copy it from here. That is, if it is equal to PHEV, this, okay, then, okay, then what we want, DOL. Okay, that is vehicle ID, and we have to close the end statement, and then we will close the bracket. All right. So in this way we have written our calculation, right? So I will just click on OK, and now I will just take this and I will place it on this, okay, on the top. Okay, top will, I'll just close it and you can see the number has been changed. Now we have to find out percentage of total. So for that, what I will do, I will write one more calculation field and I will name it as percentage of PHEV vehicles. Okay, and I will name it as total PHEV vehicles, right? Total PHEV vehicles divided by total vehicles. Same formula we have taken for BEV. We have taken total BEV vehicles divided by total number of vehicles which are available in entire data sets from 2011 to 2024. So that particular filter which we applied, that data source, it will be applied for entire worksheet, and whichever worksheet which we will be designing in this particular project, in this video further, it will be applied for those filter or that particular sheets automatically because it is at data source level. I will just click on OK, and then I will just drag it and I will replace it on this. Okay, just you can see the number has been changed. Now we will just change its formatting. Right click and click on format. Go here, go to percentage, and just for one decimal. All right. So in this way we have created our KPIs, right? So here you can see we have created our KPIs, and just let me give you the insight from here. You can see here the total vehicles are 150,000, right? And average electric range of all these vehicles, the average electric range is 67.83 miles. Getting or not? And if you see for BEV vehicles, okay, so now I already told you BEV are only operated on electric vehicle, or sorry, electric battery. Out of 158,000, 116, or we can say 116,750, this miles we have to remove. Okay, this has been removed. I will remove this. Okay, so out of this many vehicles are there, okay, which comes under BEV, which are purely working on electric battery. That is 78% almost. Getting or not? So it is a huge number, right? 78% of total entire vehicles are purely electric. Whereas, okay, I'll just remove here also. Whereas, if you can see here, only 33,000 of entire vehicles are PHEV vehicles. So this also we have to change. We'll change it to PHEV. Okay, that is means what? They are hybrid vehicles. They are battery plus combustion engine vehicles, right? Those are not pure. Only 22%, or we can say, right? You know. So this is the inside generated. So most of them are what we can say. Majority of them are towards what, electric vehicle. But still we have 22%. So we have to reduce this. Getting or not? All right. So now next, as per our charts requirement. Okay, so we'll now look for charts requirement. We have to find out total vehicles by model year. Okay, so I'll just copy this. So it will be our sheet name. You can type it. Okay, so we have to find out total vehicles by model year. So I will just click here and I will enter. Okay, so we have to find out total vehicles by model year, and you can see we have to visualize a area chart for this line or area chart, whichever is visible for us. But we will be using combination of both because we are going to make use of dual axis chart. Getting it? So for that, we will be taking model year. Okay, so we'll be taking model year and I will add it into columns. And here you can see it is starting from 2011 and ending at 2024. Okay, you can see mark is only available. This 2010 is present, but no mark is available. Now what we will do? We will take total vehicles. We have already calculated total vehicles and we'll add it into rows over here. All right. So here you can see we are getting this particular range. So if you want to limit this range, you can do this. Just double click over here. Okay, as soon as you do, you can see uh let's keep it fixed. Okay, for here you can see we will be starting this at 2011. Okay, let's start this at 2011, and here we will keep it as automatic. Okay, so ending, so you can keep this automatic also and this also automatic, but why we are keeping the start as 2011? Because we are only always going to start at 2011, but ending is what? And it might be today is 2024 or tomorrow it might be 2025, 2026, 2027, likewise. Getting or not? So I'll just close this. See, if you want to remove this, what you can do is you will just right click here and you can create this to discrete. Okay, so you can see it will be starting from 2024, and here you can make it as now line. Okay, and you can click on enter it. Because continuous axis, always remember continuous axis, they are we can say they are dependent on each other, right? So the values are dependent on each other, whereas discrete means what? They are we can say they have their own bucket, right? 2011 is dependent on it, is independent of other values, right? So they will solely start from here and they will solely end at here. Getting not? So it's better said we will convert this into discrete. Getting or not? So now next what we will do, I will just convert this into line area chart, right? And we'll change the color to this particular. Okay, this is fine. Okay, and we'll change the color later when we take this into visualization. Getting? And what we have to do is we have to create one more axis, right? So for that, what I will do, I'll press control on your keyboard, keep pressing, take this and drag it over here. You can see below my cursor there is a plus, you can say symbol is there. Release it and then release your control. Okay, so you can see one more chart has been created due to this particular thing. And you can see here two particular marks card are being created. One is for this and second one is for this. Okay, so just click on second one and instead of area just choose line. Okay, so you can see we have line and one is area. Now what I will do is just right click here and click on dual axis. Okay, means what? They have been merged on each other. Getting or not? And now you can see there are this one axis and this is second axis. This is called dual axis. Right now right click over here and just click on synchronize axis. Why we do this? Synchronizing is why important, so that whatever axis we can say labels are there starting from 0, then the range is 5k, then 10k, same should be present over here, right? If it is not present over here, then there is no meaning of showing dual axis charts. Getting not? And now we will hide this. So what I will do is right click here and I will just click on show header, so it will be going from here. So let me see if we are showing or not. No, we are not showing. Just right click over here, just click on show header, so we'll remove everything from here. Getting? Here also we will remove this. Okay, and now we have all these particular years likewise we have here. Right now we will do some quick formattings on this. So just go here and here we will choose this particular dark green. Okay, and we'll just increase the size of this particular line, that is nothing but thickness of this line. So you can see the thickness has been increased of this line which is on this area chart. Now next we have to give labels. Okay, so I will just go here in total vehicles and I will bring it into labels. So labels are there, just click on labels, and here on alignment click here, and alignment click on top. Okay, just we will do top alignment, so all will be at the top of this line. Okay, now we will just convert this into thousands. So for that I will just right click here, click on format, go to numbers, go to number custom for one decimal and display unit to thousand. So you can see it has been converted. Now go to labels, go here, and here we will take it to as 8 and we'll make it as W semi bold. Click on apply. Getting? So now it has been converted to whatever we want now. All right. Now next what we will do, we have to add an average line over here. So average line is nothing but for each year, if you calculate what is the average of each year. So this is the average line. So if you take average is nothing but addition of all this and divided by total number of years we have. So what we will do, to take an average line we have to go in analytics. Okay, so go in this analytics page and here you have an average line. So just drag it over here. So as soon as you drag, you can see there are three particular options available: table, pane and cell. Okay, so we don't have pane and cell over here. Pane means what? If you are dividing this particular graph into other subcategories or different sections. Cell means what? For each and every, we can say this particular 2011, 2012, it will find an average. We don't want that as well. We want to find out entire table. You can see one line is there. So I'll just click and release it over here. And you can see average line has been created over here. So we'll just quickly format this and go in format, and just go on edit. Okay, and here we want to show here the value for this. Okay, so for that what we will do, you'll just go on here, go on label competition. Here we'll click on value, and or we can say custom, and we'll just click here average colon, and here click on this and we want the value over here, right? So you can see average and then the value is applicable. Just click on OK. The line which we have to show here, just click on right and format. The line we will be showing as dash line, right? And should be this particular, and we'll show it as in blue color, this one. Okay, so this is the average line, right? So now what insight you can generate from here? Okay, what is the take from this particular chart? You can see when we start from 2011, as we go forward in our years, like we are right now in 2024, the trend of electric vehicles is increasing. You can see by each year they are increasing. So adoption of electric vehicle by countries, different vehicles, or we can say different manufacturers, they are also focusing on electric vehicles. And you can see in 2023 the peak was there. Now you can see in 2024 we just have 0.6k, that is 600, we can say values is there. Why it is there? Because the data is only for mid of January. 2024 is still going on, so it is still for mid of January. Whenever the data will be populated, you just have to update your Excel sheet and just refresh. You have to just click on this particular refresh button. Okay, or you have to go in data, you have to right click here and you have to click on this particular refresh button. As soon as you do that, Excel sheet the data will be updated in Tableau and you can see the new visuals here, right, with new data. Getting? So for 2024 the data is still pending, 2024 is still going on. So at the end of the year we will see what will be the value, but for now 2023 has the peak, and I'm sure that 2024 will be again having the highest peak. So trend is exponential. You can see exponential growth is there, right? So the adoption of electric vehicle is going on, increasing day year by year. All right, and the manufacturers also focusing on the we can say green vehicle or green source of energy, that is nothing but electrical energy. All right, so this was total vehicles by model year. So next, as per our chart, what we have to do here is we have to find out total vehicles by state. Okay, so for that we will take a new sheet and I will just copy this. Okay, I'll paste it over here. Total vehicles by state, right? So now for that, always remember whenever we have to draw some geographical map, we have to make use of latitude and longitude. So for that, what I will do, I will take latitude and I will add it into rows, and I will take longitude and I will add it into columns. Okay, so you can see a map has been created, but to give and meaningful reason for this map, to see the map, we have to make use of this state. Okay, so I will take state and I will add it into details. So as soon as you do, you can see 41 unknowns are there. In some of you might see the map, but in some cases you won't see. So for that, what we have to do, on this unknown, just right click, or you can see just click on this unknown, double click on this unknown, edit the location. So right now country and region is India. See, in whichever state and whichever country you are, by default Tableau will take that particular country. It is your task that you should change it. Okay, so for now all the states which we have, the data which we have is from United States, so we have to change it. So just click here, go to fixed, and just click here United States, find United States, just click here and just click on this. Okay, and now just click on OK. As soon as you do, you can see all the values are populated over here. Getting or not? And two unknown are there. That is fine. Just we'll just hide this indicator. And instead of automatic, we want here as shapes. Sorry. Here from here we will change it to shape map. Okay. So this is the map which we are going to visualize. Getting or not? And now what we will do, we have to show some different values over here. So I will just take total vehicles and I will add it into colors first. Okay. And now you can see Alaska and this particular Hawaii, and I'm not sure what is the state. We will filter this out because only one vehicle is there over here and this is 8. So I'll just filter this out. Just you just have to click here and you have to just click on exclude. Okay. Then you can see it is not been properly fit here. You can just click on this particular and it will be visible over here. Similarly, here also you will just click and you will just click on exclude and you can see you are having a proper US map. Next, what we will do, we'll change the color of this. So whatever the color which we have added in this particular for shape map, I will change this color. Just double click on this and we will choose it as green color because the theme which we have is green color. Okay. And now we want to give the numbers also over here. So take electric vehicles, total vehicles and add it into labels. Okay. And now we will change these labels. I will make it as 8 and we will make it as semi-bold. Okay. Right. So now again, what insight is generated from here? From here, you can see the state Washington. Okay, so data, I'm sure that data is only for Washington, but few of the data is taken from other states as well. The Washington data have, we can say 99% of all the vehicles are from Washington. Okay, so whatever the data we have is from Washington, and very few of them are from these other states. Okay, so this is what data says. All right, so this is what total vehicles by state. All right, now next what we have to find out is top 10 uh, total vehicles by May. Okay, so to do that, I will take a new sheet and I will just take this as, I'll just control C and I will just paste it over here. Okay, that is top 10 total vehicles by May. Okay, so now make we have here, I will just take it into roads. So there are so many companies are there which make electric vehicles, but we just have to find top 10 which are more focused towards electric vehicles. Okay, and we have to find out total vehicles, so I'll just add it into columns and now we'll just sort it. Okay, sort it from descending order. So you can see these are the trend. Maximum is Tesla, then Nissan, Chevrolet and all those things, right? Next we have to find out top 10. So for that I will take make and I will add it into filters and we have to use top condition by field and we want top 10. Okay, but what we will do, we should have an ability that now I want to see top 10, top 15, top 5, top 3. For that, you have an option here called create a parameter. I will just click on create parameter. So this parameter will help you to take, we can say, to select a value manually with whether you have to see top n, top 3, top 4, top 5. And I will name it as top n. Okay. Next, so minimum is 1 and maximum is I will just keep it as 15. It is only allowed that you can see either 1 or you can see 15. Okay, and the current value we will keep it as 10. Okay, whenever the workbook will be open, by default he will see top 10. That is nothing but current value, right? If you want to change top 5, you can change it, but it is we will keep top 10 itself. I will just click on OK. Okay, and I'll just click on apply. As soon as you do, you can see only top 10 are visible for here. And from here, I will just click on entire view. Getting or not? And here I will just right click and I will just click on show header. Axis will be gone. Here I will just click here and I will hide it. Okay, so we will give the we can say labels for this. So I will just take total vehicles, I will add it into labels. So the label has been added, and from here we'll just 9 we will keep it and we'll make it a semi bold. Apply. Okay. Okay guys, and we'll change the color of this chart to green. Perfect. Okay, because everything is green, so we'll keep it as green itself. All right, so let's see what we are doing here. Okay, 1 second, we'll make it as tableau media. Perfect. All right guys, so now what insight is generated from here? You can see Tesla is the maximum or we can say it is contributing 68. So let's say we want to find out percentage as well. So we want to see percentage. So I will just right click here and I will just name it as quick table calculation. Okay, this is a table calculation to find out percentage of total. And I will just click on percentage. You can see Tesla is itself contributing to 57%, 52% of entire vehicles. Okay, electric vehicle, this is the king, Tesla. That is more than 50% they themselves are making. Getting or not? So we have shown the percentage over here, but we want to show our original value also. That is total vehicles. So we'll just take again total vehicles here and I will add it into labels. You can see at below this total is also available and the percentage is also available. But we want it into one line. So we will go into labels, go here and we'll just select this top. Control X. Here we will add one backspace. Click here. Okay, at this end, we will add one semicolon and then we will paste this. Okay, apply. Okay, and now you can see this is the total numbers 68,000 and it's percentage of total, right? So we can see two values in one single chart. Getting not. The second highest is Nissan, which is just 10%. Third is Chevrolet, and out of 10, you can see in top 10 which are available. Ford is there, BMW, Toyota, Volkswagen, Volvo is there, Jeep is there. This only falls in top 10. But let's say you want to see top 15. So for that, you have created one parameter. So this is the parameter available over here. I will just right click over here and I will just click on show parameter. Okay, and if you want here I will just right click over here and you will just click on type in. Slider means what? It will, when you slide this, it will show top 9. You can see top 8 is there now. If you want to see top 5, top 5 only 5 are available, right? But I will just click on type in means what? You can type here. So let's say I want to see top 15. So you can see these are top 15 available over here, right? In top 15 Hyundai is added, Audi is there, um, I don't know what is this. Rivian is there. Mercedes Benz is also there. Getting or not? But here you can see I have selected 15, but the title still says top 10. So we can make this title also dynamic. So to do that, what I will do, I will just double click on this. Okay. And first I will do what I will just copy this entire title, then double click here and paste this title over here, right? So now instead of this top 10, okay, I will just delete this and I want here this value, whatever this name also, it should be dynamic. So I'll just click on top and here click on insert and here you can insert a parameter over here. Just I will insert the parameter and now here you can see top the parameter value, it will be feeding this parameter value whichever will be added over here, it will be feeded over here and then the value and just click on apply. Here you can see top 15. Now when I change it back to say top 8, when I hit here top 8, here you can see the name is also changing. Getting or not? Top 10, again the name will be changing, right? So it will not misguide the viewer that what we are showing top 10 or top 3. Here we are showing top 15, but it chart title sheets this still says top 10, right? So you can make the chart title also dynamic by using parameters. Okay, so I hope you have learned something from here. All right, guys. So this was top. Now most important thing, which is important, that let's say we are applying some filters over here. Let's say we are applying state filter or we will apply the, yeah, let's say we are applying 2 3 filters over here. That is, let's say by electric utility or we'll say state. Okay, so we will apply a filter over here by state, use all, apply. Okay, okay, and I'll just right click and I'll show this filter. Okay, I will just uncheck everything and let's say you just want to see for Washington. Okay, so this is for Washington. Then let's say you want to see for California, right? Similarly, you can click on all also, and let's say you want to add one more filter, that is electric vehicle type. Okay, so just take this, add it to the filter over here, click on use all, apply. Okay, right click over here, click on show filter, right? So now let's say I want to only see for plugged in. Okay, so I want to see for plugged in. So you can see for plugged in we are showing top 10. Okay, we are showing your top 10 is there, but we can see only 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, but it should show top 10 nah, getting or not? But why it is showing top 7 only? Why? Because guys, I'm not sure if you have studied or not filter operation of filters. Okay, I will show you. Just I'll just take a new site over here and I'll just show you Google's Tableau filter order of operation. Okay, okay, this Tableau's order of operation, if you see here, you can see here. whenever we are using top n, we have already used here top n. So let me show you. We are using here top n filter, right? Top n filter we are using. We have used the condition. And whenever you are using top n filter, so always remember it is always executed before the dimension filter. So these are dimension filters. So always remember if you are using top n, you should add it into context. Okay. So whichever filters we are using here now, it should be used under context filter. So context filter is nothing but it is passing all the other filters through that particular context filter, and then it is showing up the results. Okay, so if you want to learn about context filter, you can go ahead and watch some videos, or also you can see it on Tableau help. So for that electric vehicle type, what we will do, I will just right click here and I will add it to context. As soon as I do, so you can see now you are seeing the 10 values over here: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Getting not? So always remember if you are using top n, always remember that whichever filters we are going to make use now, so always remember we are going to make use all of these filters. So all of these filters we have to put in context because you are using top filter over here, right? We can use other options are also available, like by using index and rank function, but it is recommended to use this particular inbuilt functions which Tableau have to increase the performance of this particular report. All right. So we have to add a make also, not make because make we have already used over here for copy, and state also we have to add here. Context, add to context, right? Always remember whichever filters are context now, they will be at the top, and this particular dimension filter it will be below this. And at this filter we have applied top n. So when I right click and edit filter, you can see we have you applied the top filter over here. Getting or not? So this is the reason we put into context, and I hope you're understanding this. If you haven't, I have tried to explain with the best possible way. If you haven't understood, go and check the Tableau documents. All right. So this is the top 10 vehicles by make. All right. The next we have to find out is total vehicles by CAFE, and if we are going to design a donut chart for this. All right. I'll take a new chart over here. I'll just paste this, that is total vehicles by CAFE eligibility. So now donut chart is not available directly for us, right guys? So for that we have to create the pie chart, and by making use of pie chart, by using some calculations, we have to convert it into a donut chart. So for that what we will do, so we have to find it with respect to CAFE eligibility. So this is the CAFE eligibility. I will just take this and I will add it into rows, and instead of automatic I will just choose here as pie. Okay, so you can see three pies are created, but we don't want three pies, so I will just take this and I will add it into colors, and you can see one single pie is created. And instead of standard I will just select your entire view, so it will be uh, you know properly fit into my this particular page, right? So now we have to add angles, because right now all of these three are having at equal angles, right? So now we will have total vehicles, and I will add it into angle. Now you can see they have been changed. Getting or not? Now, but we have to convert this to a donut chart. So for that, what I will do, I will double click in this particular rows, and I will write here as a calculation as average of zero. I'm writing average of zero. Just click enter. You can see one axis has been created, and on that our pie chart is there. Okay. I will just press control. Okay, drag this the as we did for the line chart and area chart, and release it over here. You can see two chart will be created because there are two measures here, right? First and second, and here two marks card will be also created. So go on second marks card and remove everything from here. You can see this second one, right? Then just right click over here and click on dual axis. Now these two are merged on each other. Then go to first one again, click on size and just increase the size of it, right? You can see we have increased the size, and now go on second one and we'll increase the size of the wheel like this, right? Now I'll just right click here and I will just click on show header, right? So in this way we have created. Now this particular inner color of this particular donut, or we can say pie, it should match the background. So we will go in the second marks card. In colors we'll choose it as white, and now you can see it has been converted. Now go to our first marks card, that is this one, right? And now we have to give labels over here. So for that I will take total vehicles, I will add it into labels. You can see labels is there, but we want percentage of total. So I will right click over here, click on quick table, and I'll click on percentage. So we are having a percentage. Again we want to show the total number also. So again, take total vehicles and click on the labels, right? As well as if you see in this, we want to show here this particular names also over here. So what I will do, I will take the CFV and I will add it into labels. But you can see these labels are very large. Okay. So what we will do, we will convert them. Okay. So we will give some alias to them. So for that, I will just right click over here and I will just click on alias. Alias is nothing but the temporary name which we give in our visualization, so that if you want to change the name, if you want to change the spelling mistakes, make capital, or if you want to use shorter name, then it is used. So you can see the member is this, but if you want to give some different alias, what we will do, we'll just give here as CAFV eligible. We'll use short form. Similarly, this is eligibility is unknown. Okay. But I will give it as CAFE unknown. Alright. Then this is what not eligible. So CAFE not eligible. Okay. As soon as I hit OK, you can see these values will be changed over here. Alias is nothing but the temporary name which we give, right? And if you want to clear the alias, you can just click on clear. All will be again with original names will be there. Just click on OK, and you can see the names has been changed over here, right? Now we will do some formattings over here. Go to labels, go here. So we want this as top, then we want this control X. Next to this or below this, we want this. Okay, then semicolon and this, and just select this 8, and we'll make it as Tableau's medium. Click on apply. Okay, perfect. Now you can see the CFE eligibility which is unknown, it is 46%, right? Unknown means what? Research is still going on those particular vehicles, if they are eligible with government standards or not. All right. Then how many? 41% of vehicles are eligible, which is good, right? That they are meeting the government standards and they can be run on the that particular roads. And not eligible are almost 12%, right? So 17,000 vehicles are there which are not eligible, so they have to rework on their engines, they have to rework on their norms, and then fall in the correct norms of whatever government have decided, right? So for this, what we'll do, we'll give some colors. So I'll just go in colors, click on edit colors. Okay, and from here click on automatic, and here we'll choose green color. Okay, so for CFV eligibility, we will just give some dark green color. For not eligible, we will just give light green, and for this, we'll just give medium green. Just click on apply. Perfect. Okay. All right. So this is the green color theme which we are going to set. Getting next. So next, what we have to find out is total vehicles by model. Okay, and we have to create a grid view for that. I will just take a new, and I'll just copy this, and I'll paste it over here. That is total vehicles by model. So first, I will take model. I will take model and I will add it into rows. Then we want make, I will add it over here. Then we want electric vehicle type, we will add it over here. All right. And then we want the total numbers, right? Total vehicles, we will add it into here. You can add it into text or you can drop it over here, right? So it will show us the values over here, right? But we want percentage. So first we will find out percentage, right click over here and just click on percentage of total, right? Then we have to show it in the form of percentage. So here also, for that, I'll just okay. So it is already in percentage. So you are seeing that it is 0.8, but it is the value of that particular field only. Then we will just take total vehicles and just double click over here. So you can see total vehicles will be also there. But we want first total vehicles and then this particular thing. So I will just drag this below this. Okay. So you can see here. Now just click on this particular model. Select this model and just go on this particular sort. You can see it will be sorted from descending to ascending. Getting? And now what we will do here, you can see this particular total electric vehicle type, these wordings are very large, so we will just use abbreviation. So again we will give some alias for that. So I'll just right click over here and just click on alias, and here instead of this we'll just name it as BEV, and here we'll name it as PHEV, and just click on OK. Okay, so now you can see these are affected, right? So now you can see electric vehicle type, and this also will change. Right click. Okay, so we want to change this also, electric vehicle type. So we'll just change the name of this entire field itself. We will name it as EV type. Okay, that is nothing but electric vehicle type. All right, guys. Now what we have to do here is we have to give some colors to this, right? So for that, what I will do, I will take total vehicles and I will add it into colors. You can see colors, but behind this text, the boxes should be given the colors. For that, I will just go here, go in automatic and select here square. So you can see colors are given to the boxes which are there behind. That is for sale colors will be given. Now I'll just click on this and we'll change it to green color because we want everything to green, or we'll just choose it as okay, green is fine. Click on apply and click on OK. Perfect. You can see model Y of Tesla is of, you can say, 28,000. It is contributing to almost 19%. Model 3 of same again Tesla is contributing, and third one is Leaf model of Nissan company, which is again BEV. All of first 5 to 6 are BEV itself, right? Those are not we can say uh, what we can say is hybrid, right? Most of them are BEV, that is purely battery electric vehicles. All right, so this is, in this way we have designed all of our charts. Now and what we have to do is at the end we have to create a dashboard and we have to show everything in the form of dashboard. So let's see how to do that. All right, guys, now we will create a dashboard. So for that, first I will take a new dashboard from here. So I will just click on his. So here you can see it says new dashboard. I will just click on this and I will name it as, or we will just name it later. So this is the default size which we have. The size of the dashboard is 1000 by 800 pixels. But I will change the size of the dashboard. I will be using a PowerPoint, size of the dashboard. So I'll just click here, then just go on this particular change the size from here, and you can see you have an option here called let me check, PowerPoint. Okay, so you can see 1600 by 900. So this will be the dashboard size which I will be using. You can use anything, you can use automatic, whichever you think you can use that. All right, so now we'll just I will just add the dashboard title over here. So you can see you have an option here called, just click on this and you can see the dashboard title will be added, and we'll name the dashboard title as electric vehicle data analysis. I'll just copy it from here. So you can just type it. Okay, I'll just paste it over here, and you can see the font which I will be using is, just select this entire thing, Tableau Bold and 2022. Apply. Okay. Okay, so this will be the font. Right, now first thing what we will do, we'll just start placing our we can say the KPIs. Okay, so for that I will take a horizontal container. Okay, so just take a horizontal container over here and add it here, getting. And now what I will do, I will take one blank and I will add it at the bottom. Okay, so you can see blank will be just guide for me. Okay, always remember the blank I have used as a guide for me. Eventually I will delete it. So this is the horizontal container you have. You can see, if I see here in layout, and you can see the item hierarchy over here, you can see this is the field we have, then this is the file tile in which we have an horizontal container, and this is the blank. Okay, so everything will be designing in this particular. So I'll just reduce the size of this, and you can see this is the horizontal container we have. Go to the dashboard, right, and now I will add our vehicles. Okay, so I will just add one by one our all KPIs. So I will just take total vehicles and I will add into this container. Just increase the size a bit. Okay, then I will take the second one and I will add it into this container itself. Okay, so this is our second one. Then just take third one, I will add it over here. Fourth, and okay, so the four KPIs we have. Then select this. Okay, so now we want to give equal space to all of this. Okay, select this container. You have a drop down over here. Go to more options and just click on option here called as distribute content evenly. So as soon as I click here, you can see each particular KPI will be taking an equal shape or equal size of this particular we can say entire horizontal container which we designed. Now here you can see this, here you can see it is called as a name of our sheet. Okay, so we want to hide it. So just right click over here and just click on hide title for all of this. Right click, hide title, right click and hide title. Here also I will just right click and just click on hide title. All right, now what I will do, just select this. Okay, select this sheet, and here instead of standard I will just click on fit width. Okay, click on fit width, right, or we can just click on entire view. Okay, entire view is auto fit width, and now you can see I want this to be at center. So for that I will go in this sheet. So to go in this sheet, from here also you can go, just select the sheet, and here you have an option called go to sheet. Or from here also you can go to sheet. You can see here you have an options called, you can see go to sheet options is available. So from here I will go to sheet, go to text, go to alignment. Okay, here you have an alignment and click on center. Okay, you'll just click on center alignment. Here also we'll just click on center alignment. For all of these we'll make the alignment as center. This one is also remaining, just click the alignment as center. Okay, and now just go to dashboard, and you can see alignment is center. Now select the second one. Instead of standard, click on fit width. Sorry, click on fit width. Here also we have choose fit width. Here also we will choose entire view, or we will choose just fit width here also, and here also you'll choose fit width. Okay, and I will just reduce this size. Perfect. This is the KPIs which we have created. Now what I will do, select this KPI. Okay, now we want to select this entire container which we have created. So first select the KPI, any KPI you can select this KPI. Okay, now you can see a box is there, that is by two lines, and you can see a four arrow has been created. Double click on this four arrow. As soon as you do, you can see entire container is selected. Now go to layout, and you will give the background for this. I'll just click on this particular background. So we are giving this background for this. All right, and the opacity which we'll be using is 50%. Okay, so 50% will be the opacity for us. Now you can see here there are some gray marks has been created over here. So to remove it, what I will do, select this container, go to layout, and from here click on background as white. You can see the background will go. Similarly for this also, create background as white. All right, so in this way we can see the background has been removed from here. Now we will increase the we can see the distance between each of these. We'll increase the padding. So just select this, and we'll increase the padding to 6. Just click here 6. Similarly for this also we'll increase to 6 for all of this. Okay, so you can see now a scroll bar has been created. Why? Because it is not having enough space to fit over here. So I'll just select this our two arrow, and we will just increase this likewise. Okay, and you can see the size is been now perfectly matched over here. Getting or not? So now just select this and click on entire view. Here also click on entire view. Perfect. All right, now this has been perfectly matched. Now what we will do, you can see we have to add this particular entire panel over here, which will say as a filter panel. So for that I will just go here, and I will take this particular vertical. Why? Because we want to add the we can see different filters vertically, so we will take vertical object over here, right? We can see vertically it is allowing us to apply the images vertically. You can see these two sections, it is allowing us to add the images and other containers as vertically, or sheets as vertical. So I will just drag it, and I will place it at left end. Okay, so here I will add it, and you can see entire grayed out is there I will add it, and I will just replace it. And you can see it has been created likewise, but I want this title at the top, so I will just take the title, and I will take it at top. Okay, so likewise you can see at the top the title will be there, and then I will just reduce this size likewise, and increase the size of the title as well, like this. Okay, perfect. Now we want to give color to this, right? So the green color. So I'll just select this, go to layout, go to background, and we'll just use the color. So I will just see the code of this color what we are using here. So it's this one. Okay, and 20% is the opacity. All right. So just go to background, more colors, and we will paste the code as hashtag 00FF77. Click on OK, and the opacity we are going to use it as 20%. Okay, so this will be the color. Similarly for this also, this, and the opacity as 20%. Perfect. All right, guys. So now this will be the color codes which we are going to use. Now next, I will just select this also, and will give the padding for this also. Right. That is inner out padding of 6. Okay. All right. So this will be the padding, or for at top we'll just reduce it to perfect. or we just reduce it to 0. Right. Now this looks good. Okay. Now next what we have to do is we have to add our this particular things, that is charts over here, right? So now to add the charts, what I will do, we have to go here in this here, and we'll add one more horizontal container over here. So I will add a horizontal container over here. So this is what our blank. Okay, now this is a horizontal container, and we have to add this two sheet, that is number of that is nothing but this first one, that is this chart, and second, this is this second chart in this. Okay, and I will just reduce it likewise. All right, so we'll try to give it as equal space. All right, now next what we'll do, we'll do some quick formattings for this. So I'll just double click on this, and I will just choose this as 12. We'll make it as W bold, apply. Okay, and we'll just right click here, click on format title, and we'll give shading to this particular title as this. Okay, this one shading will give off, right? So this will be the shading for our title. And now we'll just quickly format this chart as well. So I'll just right click on this, click on the format. Okay, so we want to change this particular to W medium, and we want the size as 8. Okay, perfect. All right, then right click on this, click on format. We want to remove all these grid lines and all these borders over here. So go on borders and just click on row divider as none, column divider as none, then go to grid here, click on zero lines as none, axis sticks as none. Okay, go to rows and this as also none. You can see the chart is purely clean now. Similarly for this also, select this and we'll choose it as 12, W bold, apply. Okay, right click, format, and shading for this will be this. Same similarly. Okay, we'll select this again and we'll change the color of this to this particular color, that is red color which we gave for this, right? Apply. Okay, similarly for this also we'll choose same color. Okay, now we'll do some formattings on this also. You can see some borders are available, we'll remove those. So right click, format, click on borders and click on row divider as none, and for this also click on none. Okay, now select this sheet. Now we want to select this entire container, so click on this particular arrow, double click, and you can see entire container has been selected. Then go to layout, go to background, and we'll give this as color this and opacity as 50. Perfect. Now select this and we'll give this as 6 padding, and this also we'll give this as 6 padding. Alright, so now this was our total vehicles by model year. Getting, and this is total vehicles by state. Next we have to add the last one, right? So now I will just click on here, and now we will add this one more horizontal container at this top here. This was our blank, this is horizontal container, this is blank. We will delete this blank now, we don't want this, and this is entire horizontal container which we just added. And now here first we have to add our dashboard top pane. Okay, we'll remove these filters for now, just delete those. This one we want. Then the donut chart. Okay, just increase the size, and then this particular. Okay, so just try to fit it properly over here. Okay, so what we will do, we will just reduce this donut chart. So just go to sheet, and from here we will just reduce the size of donut chart, and here also we will just reduce this also. Go to dashboard. Okay, now we will do some quick formatting. So just double click on this, we'll choose it as 12, bold, and the color is this, apply. Okay, right click, format title, shading will be this. Similarly for this also we'll just choose shading this also will change the shading to this. Okay, and now we'll change the name, bold, apply. Okay, similarly this 12, bold, red, apply. Right, now just select this, right click, format, We will remove all these particular grid lines from here. Zero lines as none and grid lines as none, right? Then right click here, click on format. We'll choose the font, this particular as W medium, and the alignment as left. Okay, so you want everything at left. Perfect. All right, select this now, right click, format, go to borders, go to sheet, and here remove everything, none. Then go to grid lines, say zero lines as none. Perfect. Okay, and just reduce it likewise. So just select here, go in the sheet, and in this labels we'll just choose this as 8. Okay, perfect. Got it. Now this we have to format this also. So just select this, and here just click on fit width. Okay, as soon as you do, the width will be fit over here properly, and now we will just reduce like this. Perfect. Alright, and increase it like this. Right. So here what I will do, I'll just click on edit alias, and instead of total, okay, total vehicles is fine. Right click here, click on ideas, and we'll just click on percentage of total here. Okay, percentage of total, right? So the name, right? Now click here, right click here, click on format, and for this we will just choose it as tableau medium for all these particular things. Similarly for this also we'll choose this as tableau medium, and for values, right click, format, medium. Nice. Okay, now again we will right click here, click on format. Okay, in shading what we will do, in shading I will just click here blue color. Okay, you can give any blue color. I will just show you what is the code, that is hashtag A0D1FF. Okay, similarly here also right click, click on format, here also give shading, that is blue color. Got it? Perfect. Got it? Now we'll just reduce this size likewise, so this will be good, this will be also good. Perfect. Right, now just select this first sheet and just click on this and select this entire container, go to layout, and on background just select this particular shading, and this has 50%. Right, now just select this and increase the padding to 6 here as well. 6, sorry, 6. Perfect. All right guys, so in this way we have placed all of our charts over here, and now this particular we don't want here legends, and now this should be placed over here. So for that it has been placed over here, I will just click over here and click on floating. Okay, as soon as you do, and I will just bring it over here. All right, so top in, then right click here, click on format parameters, and here you can see border is available. We'll just give the border as this color. Okay, that is gray color. Right, and now here you can change. If you want to see top 5, you can see top 5. If you want to see top 8, you can see top 8, and you can see the name is also changing over here. Right, now we have to add the filters over here. So to add the filters, what I will do, just go to any sheet. Okay, so we have added the sheet filters, some of the filters over here already, right? So we added EV type and state. What else we have to add? Just let's see. So we have to have CFE eligibility as well, that is this field. Okay, so we'll just rename this to CAFE eligibility, or we'll just do it later. So just take it over here, add it over here, use all, apply, okay. Right, then we have to add electric vehicle type, we have already added, that is EV type. Then we have to add model, use all, okay. Then we have to add make, just bring it over here, make is already added. So what I will do now, I'll just right click over here, add everything to context. Okay, similarly Okay, so make we will not add because make is not required. So we will just use this 4 only. And just now what we have to do, we have to add all of these filters to all of these sheets. So right click here, and here you have an option called apply to worksheet, all using this data source. Okay, so you can see it is added over here, but here you can see not added, right? So for that I will do right click on apply to worksheet and click on all using this data source. Similarly for this also, all using this data source, right click, all using this data source. Here also right click and all using this data source. And now here you can see all everywhere there's a filters are applied on all the sheets whichever are using this data source, right? Now come to our dashboard, and now here we will be applying here. So now here you can see these two states are again been brought because we just added an state filter for use all. Okay, use all means what, we have already excluded this, but when you are using use all, they will again show here. So for that what I will do, I will just go in state here. Okay, so right click here and we'll just click on edit filter and selected. We have used all, but we'll just use selected field, that is we'll remove the AAK, that is Alaska, and HI, which is at the bottom, that is HI. So let's find HI also, we'll remove that. Okay, and remove this and just click on apply. Now you can see again the chart is as it is. And now come to our dashboard, and you can see it has been showing whatever we want to show in our dashboard. Now we want to bring all those filter over here. So for that what I will do is just select this, go over here and go to filters and just click on first CAFE. You can see it has been present over here now. Then bring on EV type. Okay, then bring model. Okay, then you can bring state. Okay, so these are the four filters which we are going to bring in over here, right? So for state, what I would recommend, if you want to click apply, we can see data source filter also, you can also do that. So I'll just right click over here, just click on edit data source filter. We'll add one more, that is for state. Okay, and we'll just remove this one AK and HI. Okay, so AK and HI, these two filters. Okay, these two we will, these two are selected right now. So we don't want this to be right. So other should be there and these two should be not there. So what we will just do, will do exclude. We want to exclude this and we want all of this, right? So just click on OK and just click on OK. So those will be gone everywhere. So right now you can see those are not appearing over in filter also. So you initially you saw that it was appearing over here in filter, now they are not appearing here, right? So now here I will just format this. I will just click here and we will just choose it as multiple value drop down. Here also click here and use it as multiple value drop down, and here also multiple value drop down list, as well as here multiple options. Okay, so these are the all filters which we are going to use over here, but we want to give some space in between these filters. So for that we'd add blanks. Okay, just add blanks in between. Yeah, just try to add blanks as much as you can. Okay, and now select any blank, select this entire container, select all of this and just click on distribute contents evenly. Okay, so you can see they are distributed evenly. If you want to remove, if you want to increase the space in between, just remove this, automatically the space will be adjusted likewise. Okay, so this we don't want here because we want an image over here. So if you want to add an image over here, just take this image, place it over here at the top, or we'll place it in between here. Just release it, sorry, not text, we want image over here. Just place it over here, then insert the image, choose here from downloads, I will choose. Okay, this is the EV type image I will be choosing. Fit center image, apply. Okay, and then take this at top. Okay, so this is the image. All right, here also you can add the image. Okay, so I'll just add the space over here for us to add an image and just click on OK. Right, that the other image you can add it over here. So you can download it from Google and you can add it as a floating container. So that is not that much important for us. Okay, now next what we have to do is, when I I will just change this to, we'll just show this, the title of is to CFE. Just click on OK. Right, now when I click on this button, so it should be filtered, all the charts should be filtered with respect to that. Okay, so how you can do this, how you can add this quickly as a quick filter. So select this chart and here you have an option called as use as filter. Just select this Okay, so as soon as you do, it will be filled with white color. And now when I click on Tesla, you can see all the charts are filtered. Now let's see, when I click on Tesla, what are the insights that can be generated. So when I select Tesla, this entire charts are now available for Tesla. So here you can see the average electric range for Tesla car. It is 90. Total vehicles are how many? 68,000. The same value here also you can see, right? And if you can notice here, all the Tesla vehicles are BEV. Right, we also know that all the Tesla vehicles and the insight which can be generated from here, all the Tesla vehicles are battery electric vehicles. They do not use hybrid, right? You can see all of 100% of those are BEV, right? And here you can see how the growth of Tesla has been done. You can see from 2011 they were almost zero, and then year by year they have been increasing, and right now they are at the top position. Also, for CAFE eligibility, you can see here for Tesla it is 37% eligible are there, and CAFE is unknown for 62%. Means what? Research is still going on, and this percentage might change and this might increase, right? Means people will adopt, and it will be fitting in the government norms. Similarly, you can see the total vehicle models for Tesla. All these are the total vehicle models, and all the TEV type you can see all of them are BEV, and you can see what are the total number of vehicles sold. So out of Tesla model, you can see only in Tesla 41% is contributed by Model Y, Model 3 contributes 40%, Model X 7%, Model S is 11%, right? So this is the only we can say generated, or we can say only insight generated by Tesla. So if you want to see by Nissan, okay, so when I click on Nissan, so Nissan is also 100% electric, right? You can see zero PHEV, right? And there are two models for Nissan, and you can see their journey started from 2011, but it was very much of up and down. Getting or not? Similar, if you want to see for Chevrolet, okay. So now when I see on Chevrolet, you can see they work on both BEV and PHEV also. 7,000 vehicles are BEV, 4,890 vehicles are PHEV. That is 60% and 40% share is there, right? Here you can see which particular model is PHEV. You can see Volt model of Chevrolet is a PHEV model, and it contributes to 40% of entire Chevrolet sales. And you can see their eligibility and their pattern also, how they are working, right? If you want to see for Volkswagen, so let's see for Volkswagen, right? So now Volkswagen is also completely electrical, right? Similarly, let's see for BMW. Okay, so if we can see for BMW have highest share of PHEV, that is hybrid. They are 72% hybrid, and only 28% they are electric. And you can see these are these particular BHEV and PHEV BMW cars, that is X3, 740e, i4. Likewise, so likewise you can generate so many insights. If you want to see which models are eligible, okay, so when I click on eligible models, okay, now it is not filtered out. So what you have to do, you have to just check this, and now when I click here, now everything will be filtered out, right? So you can see these are the models out of which you can see Model 3 of Tesla is contributing to 22%, which is approved model from CAFE. Getting or not? And you can see again, if I see Tesla is the most accepted, Nissan is the second. Getting or not? So likewise, the insight should be generated by operating different filters. So similar, this also you can just check this, and you can see right now you can see for this also, right? Similarly, if you want to see for my model year also, you just click here, and let's say you want to see for 2022, so just select 2022 year, and you can see for entire 2022 year how it is performing. Let's see for 2023 you want to see, so in 2023 you can see all these total vehicles. Okay, so this should be here, right? So it should be here at this. So total vehicles, then electric range, BEV vehicles, and all those things. Getting or not? So likewise the insight can be generated, and you can give the different insights to business, and different decisions can be taken. All right, so this was our entire project and entire dashboard. I hope you have understood most of the things, and if you have any doubt, you can reach out to me on email ID or my WhatsApp number mentioned in the description. And see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.